Hey, what's up, everybody out there, MMA Kingdom, everywhere else? King JB, y'all know what time it is. Before I start off, this is the Bellator preview, by the way. I'm also going to talk about Challengers, Strikeforce Challenger 17. Let me tell you, motherfuckers, in the Midwest, we are going through a heat wave that is just outrageous. I mean, seriously outrageous, man. It's like the heat index is like 120 degrees. I'm dying out here, man. Uh, y'all see the sweat glisten all over my body. You know how it goes. Anyways, all bullshit aside, I do want to go over these events. Big thanks to everybody out there following MMA Affiliates Radio, Taboo Talk Radio, everything we're trying to do right now. It's more about just trying to stay out there. You know what I mean? Of course, there's the haters that decide they want to continuously bash King JB. And let me say this. I do want to make it clear to y'all out there that do that. If you hate me like that to the point where you stay up on my YouTube and shit, go ahead and keep doing it. Because man, it's obvious you're a fan. You know, why else would you call into my Taboo Talk Radio with my wife, say something dingy and just fucked up, and then make a little YouTube video about it, saying how, and then showing it to all the people like you did something special. Oh, look, this is the time I invaded King JB's radio show. For you to think like that means you're a fan, homie. Real shit. You may want to reconsider. Anyway, man, big ups to all my sponsors. You know, Inner Beef Sportswear, doing the thing as usual. You know what I'm saying? Mobsters Fight Gear, Gorilla MMA, MMAMadhouse.com, Fight Crew Apparel, MMA Fit Club. Everybody out there, man, I appreciate it. Love y'all, man. Y'all, big ups, man. Big ups. I also want to give a big shout out to Blood of the Brave. Like I said, motherfucker did my theme song. I appreciate it. I'm going to talk about a few things, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Bellator, Strikeforce. Um, Big ups to Jason London, man. Jason London has been doing the damn thing as my co-host. I really appreciate it. Big ups to Bloodstained Lane out there. Big ups to DiBiase out there doing his thing with MMA topics, man. I don't hold grudges. It's all the way I am. It's all cool, man. I'm not. We all on different levels. We do different shit, you know. And some of you people that decide to call and bash me, I think really need to take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to think that I'm offended because if someone else outdoes me in the ratings or whatever, I don't really care, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand why so many people hate me so motherfucking bad. I'm actually a cool dude. I'm actually a good guy to get along, easy to get along with. But for you motherfuckers, I'll tell you what it is. I think a lot of you cats, you hate things that is different from you. You know what I'm saying? You cats that maybe are more corn-fed and what I mean by more redneck or more hillbilly-ish or even more preppy, more let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? More conservative Caucasian. When you see someone that's from a different area and they talk different than you and they walk different than you and they're more urban than you, first thing you say is wannabe. That's fine. If you think I wanna be black, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly happy being white and Italian, bro. Perfectly happy with everything that I am, man. But you know what? Whatever you think, whatever you want, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. My fans love me. My haters hate me. But in the end, gotta respect me. And if not, it doesn't matter. Because my bank account's more than yours. I own a house. I'm doing just fine, man. And thank you to everybody that helps make that possible. Now, basically, we're going to go ahead and go into Bellator 47. Definitely a pretty decent event coming up. I'm really happy with the double main events here. So I'm going to go through the fights. I'm going to give you guys my predictions. Bellator, it's been a while since they've been you know, giving us an event. Obviously, they're switching into the new season. Really happy about it. I think this one's going to be real good. All right, we're going to go with the main event. Obviously, we got it's actually a double main event here. I don't know which one's going to be the main event, but it's in the featherweight tournament, semifinals. The tournament. We got Marlon Sandro and Mazarino Maligari. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. This is going to be an amazing matchup. For you guys that don't know, great records here. We got Marlon Sandro, who's 18-2. We have Maligari, I think, is 20-1. Definitely exciting fighters in my opinion. Definitely two of the best out there. It doesn't get much better than this. So I think this fight's going to be amazing. With this fight, as much as I think Malagari is great, I don't think he's going to beat Sandro. I think Marlon Sandro is definitely ready. Yeah, 34 years of age. I think it's right now. Um, he needs to make his impact on the MMA world right now. I know a lot of you say, well, he already has. We know what I'm talking about. I mean, mainstream MMA. Same thing with both fighters. I think they need to make their splash now. Winning this tournament uh, has to happen. You know, because if they don't, where really do you go next with their career? It's not saying that they're not respected. It's not saying that they're not liked, but in reality, in terms of mainstream MMA, this is a big opportunity for both of them, and they need to take advantage of it. Same thing goes with the next fight, Pat Curran and Ronnie Man. I've been a Ronnie Man fan for quite some time. I'm pretty sure he never answers my request to be on the radio, so maybe he's just like fuck King JB, or maybe he just is that focused. He doesn't do shit like that, or who knows? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you connect with these guys on Facebook, they don't handle business that way. A lot of people have managers, and well, they all have managers and agents, and they don't conduct business on Facebook. I can't hate them for that. Uh, but anyway, Ronnie Man and Pat Curran, I think is going to be a great fight. Ronnie Man, 20-3. Definitely, man, his game is so all around. Pat Curran, he's 14-4. He's been looking pretty good as of late. Yeah, he lost to Eddie Alvarez, but other than that, he was looking pretty good. I think Ronnie Man is definitely. I think his ability is too strong for Curran here. I think Ronnie Man's definitely gonna win this fight. I think it's gonna set up a beautiful Marlon Sandro Ronnie Man fight. And, some of you guys may not realize how great that fucking fight is gonna be, but man, it's a super fight to me. If there is a super, I mean, to me, it's that amazing. So sorry if I'm rubbing myself this whole time. I don't know if you guys can see the sweat coming off me, and I have air conditioning, and this motherfucker still is just coming through. The window is just bringing the shit in. Anyway, Chris Hordecki fights Chris Saunders. I got Chris Hordecki winning this. Big, I'm going to kind of get into this a little bit. There's a guy that you're going to be seeing coming on my show. He's bringing a lot of his clients. He actually recently was talking bad about Hordecki. Apparently, Hordecki backs out of a lot of fights. I'm not going to necessarily say that myself because I don't know Hordecki like that, but you're going to see in future time here on MMA Affiliates Radio that some of the reputation about Hordecki isn't that good. And like I said, it's going to be kind of interesting because I was interested to hear it today, and it kind of surprised me. Neil Grove and Zach Jensen. Grove, at 40 years old, he's got to do his thing here. Uh, I think he will. I think Neil Grove is going to win this fight. Now, how he's going to win it, that's going to be kind of the confusion. He always wins via TKO. His last loss was against Cole Conrad. He fought him at Bellator 32. Got caught up in a key lock submission. Truth of it is Neil Grove has the ability and obviously the size to be successful. Zach Jensen, he has the ability too. I got Grove. I got Grove by TKO. Uh, when it comes to the Ronnie Man and Curran fight, I had it by decision, by the way. And the same thing with the Sandro fight. Now, on the Hordecki fight, I do believe he's going to pull it off by decision. So I think we're automatically going to see 3 decisions right there. Some of you guys may agree, some of you guys may not. Now, Daniel Langbein and Will Romero. I don't know a lot about these two guys, but I do know that Langbein is at 500, I think 3-3. He's lost 3 in a row, so there's no way in shit I'm gonna pick him in this fight, even without knowing who the other guy is, to be honest. So in this fight, no question about it, I'm going with Will Romero. We got Bo Harris and Brian Goldsby. Sorry, man, sweat's in my shit. Goldsby's 13-13, 500 record. Not too bad. Experience obviously there. I think this is going to be his night, though. I think he's going to get a TKO win here. I admit that I'm saying that because I don't know a lot about Bo Harris. Now, we also have Darren Krushank and Sergej Juskovic. I don't fucking know, to be honest, man. Sorry about that. The names are a little odd. Darren Cruikshank is 8-2. Uh, Definitely has a pretty solid game. Gets a lot of TKOs. Hold on, man. Let me get my shit straight. Um, he's lost by TKO and he's lost by submission before. But he's got a pretty solid record. Hold on, just a second. Having a little bit of issue here. Goddamn pop-ups and shit. But anyway, I'm gonna keep things going here. Uh, he was 8-2. Sorry, man, I got a little off. Sergey or whatever it is, he's 11-6-2. Pretty good submission game. I think it's a hard one to pick actually. I'm about to go with Darren Cruikshank. I hope I pronounced that right. I think he's going to win it. And I think he's probably going to do it by TKO, maybe decision. I could be wrong there. And listen, I'm not one of these type of guys that doesn't admit when I don't know. Listen, these two guys, a couple of these guys on this card, I don't know shit about. I don't front and act like I do when I don't. I go basically off statistics when I don't know somebody. I look at who they fought, what they've done, what the pattern seems to be. So so if you know more about these guys, hey man, I'm big ups to you. I just happen to not know a couple of these guys, like this guy right here, Sid Barnier. Who the fuck knows? I know that he's split his last four. He's 3-3 overall. Uh, 3 TKOs. He does finish his wins, but he also gets finished. He's been submitted twice and TKO'd once. Now he's fighting Dennis Purick. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's 3-1. Um, I'm gonna have to go. His only loss was by DQ, and so I think we may see a submission here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Dennis Purick by submission. Definitely excited to see this card in general. Some of the undercard is a little bit lackluster, but overall should be Bellator 47 should be pretty good. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Overall, I'm kind of sad that Patricio Fryer did not make it because of an injury, broken hand. So damn. Ben Saunders also had to pull out of this event. So there's some things that I'm not really too happy about. Jesus Christ. It's a sweat, man. It's sweat. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move to the next event. The Strikeforce Challengers. Let me pull it up here. Strikeforce Challengers 17, which we're gonna see Bowling versus Volker 3, which I think overall, man, you gotta love trilogy fights. It's always good. God damn it. I feel like a crackhead, man, tweaking and shit. Anyway, man, like I said, this sweat is fucking outrageous. Plus, I'm 260 pounds. You get to sweating when you're 260 pounds. That's some fucked up shit. So anyway, Strikeforce Challengers 17. We're going to start off in the main card. Roger Bowling and Bobby Volker. I think Volker's going to win this fight. I think he's going to do it by TKO. The reason being is, sometimes momentum is everything. Volker won the last fight. He hasn't fought anyone since then. Bowling, on the other hand, has. And so he's kind of got off the Volker thing. So I think Volker's going to win it to win the rubber match by TKO. Probably second or third round, but I do expect it to be a solid fight. Heavyweights, we got Devin Cole, definitely a solid heavyweight. And it looks like Sean Jordan is what it says on Wikipedia. I'm going to look here on SureDog because I believe it was not. I believe it is, in fact, yeah, LeVar Johnson, I believe, is who it's supposed to be. Oh, no, he pulled out. So he's not going to be, for undisclosed reasons, he's not going to be fighting. Sean Jordan, I know nothing about him. So I'm going to go with Devin Cole, no question about it. Devin Cole's got the experience to do some things. I did not know LeVar Johnson pulled out of this fight till just now. In fact, on the radio show earlier, I predicted LeVar Johnson to win the fight. Okay, now we got Joe Kaysen, light heavyweight fight against Ovince St. Preux. Ovince has been dominating. I mean, he's 4-0 in Strikeforce. He's been clowning. I think he's going to win this one as well. He just has looked very good as of recent. Definitely title shot material at 205. Not sure when he's going to get it. He's still a young guy in the game in some areas. Well, he's 28, but he's still young enough. Over St. Preux, I think he is going to win this fight. I think it's going to be by decision. No question about it. So you guys may not agree. If not, let me know. I've been, every time I've seen over St. Preux, pre-fight, it's just been solid. I mean, I think he's one of the best prospects in the game. Liz Carmouche and Sarah